Hello, good morning all. Today we are going to discuss about trans-theoretical model of behavioral changes. There are several models that explains how a behavior change, especially the habitual behaviors. One of the important model is trans-theoretical model, which is proposed by Prochaska and D. Clement in the late 1970s. This model is particularly relevant when we think about the treatment of substance-related disorders. According to this model, there are 5 stages through which a person will be going through when he or she considers a behavior change. The first stage is called as pre-contemplation stage. The major characteristic of pre-contemplation stage is lack of insight. Usually the person will not be knowing about the problems of the behavior or the harmful effects of his or her behavior. For example, someone who uses alcohol excessively and repeatedly may be having a health issue of liver cirrhosis or social issue of having relationship issues with the spouse or the other family members. Still, the person considers his or her alcohol use is not a problem. Hence, he or she may not be considering a change in the behavior, at least in the near future. So this is the characteristic of pre-contemplation stage. Next stage is contemplation stage. The major characteristic of contemplation stage is the ambivalence. In this stage, the person may be knowing about the difficulties of problematic behavior. He or she may be considering a change, but at the same time, very doubtful. So, in short, we can tell that the person is in an ambivalent stage, whether to change or not to change. Generally, one of the reasons for not to change is lack of confidence. Lack of confidence whether I will be able to change or not. Another reason can be the associated psychological and monetary cost of a behavioral change is perceived as very high. So the challenge of the therapist will be to address this ambivalence at this stage of behavioral change. The third stage is called as preparation stage. In preparation stage, the person will be foreseeing the benefit of changing the problematic behavior. Not just that, the person also will start making some modification or will plan on taking some course of action to change the problematic behavior. Fourth stage. Fourth stage is called as the action stage. In action stage, the person will implement the course of plan which he has taken in the preparation stage. Say for example, somebody who has a substance use disorder like alcohol use disorder, he or she will start thinking of using a sobriety sampling or considering a de-addiction treatment and get admitted for a de-addiction treatment. So the action will be implemented in this stage. The final stage is called as maintenance stage. In maintenance stage, the person will try to maintain whatever the progress they have made or whatever the behavior they have changed, they try to retain it so that they can avoid the or prevent the relapse. So that is what happens in the fifth stage or the final stage, which is called as maintenance stage. There are some models which talks about another stage which is called as termination stage, but most of the time maintenance stage till maintenance stage we will be discussing. And one more thing we need to know is that relapse is part of a behavioral change because change is not linear. That means it doesn't happen in a straight line. Sometimes we fall, we get back, again we fall. So in that case, relapse can happen at any point of time. Whenever the relapse happen, people will go back to the same cyclical process of going through different stages. So this is an overview about trans-theoretical model. We'll see in the next class. Thank you.